Hey Ravens, welcome to Raven Roundup. I'm Ben Blades alongside August Bertolt and Andrew Tracy. On this week's episode, we have Kansas City Chiefs, the Alabama versus Minnesota basketball game, and the crazy fight between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Yesterday, the Chiefs lost to the Buffalo Bills 16-10, dropping the last 5 out of the past 6 games this season. August, what is going on with the Chiefs? Is it Alex Smith to blame?
Well, like I said previously, I think that we should all look at the quarterback and how he's in a terrible slump right now. At the beginning of this year, we thought he was going to be in the MVP race as a candidate, but now he's looking like Mahomes will need to back him up on the next upcoming games.
Yeah, in the last 2 games, he's 0-2 to touchdowns and interceptions ratio. But you can't forget about the offensive line. They've just been not good recently. He's had a lot of pressure on him. That's why we've lost these past 2 winnable games.
Oh, what about the defense? Is there blame to the defense at all, or is there anything about the defense that needs to be changed?
I mean, they're making moves. They just got Darrelle Revis. That's a good move. But, yeah, they're still not good. They're like 32nd in pass defense. It's just not good.
So, will they make the playoffs, even with the slump? Will they win out and make the playoffs? Or
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year. Honestly, like I said previously, they'll need to win at least 5 out of the upcoming 7 games. 7 games ago, I mean not 7 games ago, around 3 games ago, and they've lost the last how many have they lost now?
They've lost 2 of the last 5.
2 of the last 5 games. So that could
staying in the same division. Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos in the 3 o'clock slate of games. The Oakland Raiders wide receiver and defensive back for the Broncos, Aqib Talib and Michael Crabtree, both got ejected for a major scuffle that happened at the very beginning of the game. So tell me about that.
Well, defensive backs, what they're supposed to do is get in the receivers' heads. And Aqib Talib, he's famous for that. So last year at the same game, he ripped off Michael Crabtree's chain. So going into this game, Crabtree was already, a little mad.
Yeah, he was pretty mad. He did the same thing, and right here you'll see them swing at each other. And, yeah, that's not good. So he got ejected, and so did the other player.
Yeah, they also had another player, Gabe Jackson, a guard for the Raiders, also got ejected. So will they end up being suspended or anything, fines, repercussions for that? I think they're going to get a hefty fine and also maybe a 1 to 2 game suspension.
They'll probably get a suspension.
Mm-hmm. Because that is not what we want to see in the NFL. Even though it's a hard knock game, that's not what should happen in a game.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving on to college basketball, what an exciting week we had. Alabama ranked number 25 and Minnesota ranked number 14 had a late scuffle as well in their game and in the second half, and all of the Alabama bench got ejected, and also 2 of the players on the court for Alabama. So they only had 3 players on the court against 5 in Minnesota. What is this going on? What really happened?
Well, what actually happened was at the beginning of the second half, Minnesota and Alabama had a little scuffle during the second half, and Alabama's bench got up and into the court, which got them thrown out of the game. So now you have Alabama with only 5 players to play, and you have Minnesota with their entire team to play. So you see Alabama going 5-on-5 with Minnesota, and then one of their players fouls out, which goes 4-on-4 because they don't have any other players to play. So right after that, I forgot who it was, but one of the Alabama's players hurt his ankle, and then that made it 3-on-5. So then after that, Colin Sexton just started going off, and he had 40 points.
Yeah, what was the end of this? I think the end of the score was like something really close, maybe by
78-72. Alabama outscored Minnesota 30-22 at the second half, right?
Yeah, it was just an incredible effort by by Sexton. I think he could be a really star player in the NBA if we, later on, scouts will look into this and see he went off and he scored 40 points with just 3 players on the court. That's incredible to have, something incredible.
Right.
So that's all that we have for Raven Roundup this week. Be sure to tune in for Game Day Northwest later on for score updates from the Ravens in the winter sports season coming up. For August Bertold and Andrew Tracy, I'm Ben Blades. Have a great day, Northwest.